Stephen. He just got here from gymnastics, and he'd like to show you the naming trick that we've been talking about.
The easiest way to do it is if you start out with a 2 or whatever number you want. You can start from somewhere, like here's 1, there's 0 right there. This is the Morse code, has lines.
After all my talk of halving, Stephen cuts the line in 3 parts first, but then divides each of those in half.
So there is 1, and there's 2, and there's 3, and there's 4, 5, 6.
Stephen gets very involved here in saying that it could be an arbitrary number, any number that was written on the board. So after he gets finished this digression, we'll rejoin him in a moment.
Two, like I'm doing this one, and you can do 4 and 5 and 6.
How about if you do 4, because then your head won't be in the way. Did you change your 2 to a 4?
Actually, that was a 4.
Okay, I'll write it here. You can write the 4 right up there, and then people will be able to see it.
4. But what do you think I put next? How do we name the other trick? It's just like the real kind of clock numbers. Look, 4 P, and then there's PM, but we don't write that. We don't have 2 dots. We just have 1. The 1 dot, you can use any number. So he doesn't care. I don't care which one you use. Just use a number. Like, here's the code. Okay, so more is like over here, because it's 6 more than 5. It is. So this one is bigger, and this one, that's why we call it more. And this one is less. Why we call it less is because 1 is less than 2. So 2 is more, and that goes for there. And that's the less that goes there.
I'm going to put a thing up here for Stephen to decode. 4.MMLM. And now I'll hold Ninja, and he can decode it.
Okay, so here's this line. I don't need this side. Because that's the less. Here's more. It's an M. So right there. M. L. And M. Again. So that's what I'm going to do. I have to check by the first one. You don't have to do what I'm doing. Just do it. Somehow. You don't need this side. Otherwise, you can even, and then you divide it up here. We don't need this side again. Then we divide it up here. We don't need this side. Then we divide it up there. We don't need this side. And then, right here is where it ends. Where the 2 lines meet.
Before my son arrived, we had just read some quotations to the effect that for children, using decimals, hundredths and stuff, is very difficult. Yet, powers of 2, fractions based on powers of 2, were quite usable, and we've seen that done. My son just decoded on the number line MMLM, which is 13/16 in our fractional notation.
What does he do?
He calls his friend.
He calls his friend. And what's he trying to tell his friend?
Where the
Where the
point
point is. Right.
He's trying to get to the point.
That's right. He's trying to get to the point. Get the point. Now, did you see the trick he used? He had a way of talking about the point.